Hello everyone, welcome back again. In this video, we are going to create this 3D bottle animation completely in the After Effects without using any third-party plugin or software. So this is completely beginner friendly, so make sure watch till the end. Also, if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. So guys, as you know, first we create any composition, so click on it and name this scene 1. And I'm using the size 920 by 1080 and duration 10 seconds. And go to the 3D render and select this advanced 3D and hit OK. Now I will import this GLT file into the timeline, and if you don't know how I created, then you can watch this video. Now click on OK and right click new, add this null object and make this null object 3D and name it bottle controller. And select both of these bottle and make parent to this bottle controller null object, and select this bottle controller null object, press S, increase the scale size of this. Now select this cap and move it up. Alright, so now let's add the animation. So select this null object, press P, add the position keyframe and go to the around 4 seconds, and we have to increase or decrease this Z position value. We have to create the zoom in effect. Alright, so this is zoom in perfect for me, and let's move it in the center. So this is good. So now let's add the lighting. So right click new, add the light. So we will select this spotlight, and you can see the settings. Intensity is 404, cone angle 69, and cone feather 100%, radius 500, and fall off inverse square clamp, and hit OK. Let's name this right side light, and we have to move it to the right side. Let's split the screen. So click on next to this hamburger icon here, and you will see split with new lock comp viewer, and click on it. You will see these two compositions. So we have to make this top view, and click on this active camera and change the angle to the top view. Now select this light and move it to the right side and press R, rotate this Y rotation. And let's move it to the right side of the bottle, right? So this is the right side, little far from the bottle, and select this right light again, control to duplicate. Let's name this left side light. So let's move it to the left side and press R, rotate this Y rotation and move it little far from the bottle. Now we have to create one more light for the front side. So select any of these light and control to duplicate and name this front light and press R and rotate the Y rotation again. We have to move it in front of this bottle, and I think this is perfect. Now we have to decrease the intensity value, so press T and make the intensity value 7%. And move it before these two lights, and select this right side light and move it around the 1 seconds, and the left side right around the 2 seconds, and close this top camera angle. Now we have to add the environment light. So right click new, add this light and select this time we will select this environment light, and make sure cast shadow should be checked and hit OK, and move this environment light around the 3 seconds. Press T and intensity is 404, but we have to make it 100%. And select all of this spotlight and trim it before this environment light. So hold Alt square bracket to trim this. Now we will add the background. So double click on the rectangle and change the fill to this radial gradient, and I'm using this first color, and you can copy the hex code if you want, and second color is this brown, and you can copy this hex code as well and hit OK. Now you will see like this handle, and move it to the right side anywhere you want. So I'm going to move it down, and this one point move it up, and I want to create like this gradient, and this is looking good. Let's name this background and move it under all of these layers. Now we will create the artificial background light. So right click new, add this solid and add this black solid. and hit OK. And go to the before this cut and select this your black solid and press T. Make the opacity value 85% and add the opacity keyframe and go after this cut here and make this opacity value 55% and go again before this cut and add a keyframe and go after this cut and make the opacity value 25% and go before this cut and let's add a keyframe and go after this cut and make this opacity value 0% and select all of these keyframes and F9 to ease them. And if you feel this keyframe distance is a little far, then you can adjust this keyframes distance. And I feel this is perfect, and let's play this animation. Now guys, we have to add the rotation in this. So select your this null object bottle controller, press R and select this Y rotation and hold Alt, click onto it to add the expression and type here time asterisk 50 and it will rotate like this. Now select your environment light, press R and you can adjust the environment light direction. So I'm going to make this X rotation minus 28 and Y rotation 7. And if you don't see shadow like this, then click on this advanced and select this render options and click on this fit to scene multiple times. Then your shadow will be appear and hit OK. Now right click new, add this adjustment layer and go to the effect and preset panel and search Gaussian blur and apply onto this adjustment layer and go to the 10 frames, add the blurriness keyframe and go to the 20 frames and make this blurriness value 0. Alright, so play this animation. So this first scene is ready. Now go to the again project panel and select this scene 1, control to duplicate and open this scene 2. Now we don't need this spotlight, so select everything and delete this spotlight and delete this adjustment layer as well and move this environment light and delete this black solid as well and select this bottle controller and press U. You can delete all of these keyframes. Now move it front of the camera. So now we have to rotate this bottle. So right click new, add the null object and name it rotation null and select this bottle controller null object and make parent of this rotation null and select this rotation null layer and make this layer 3D and let's change the color of this. So I'm going to make this yellow and press R and rotate this Z rotation and select this one, increase or decrease the G position of this bottle controller null object so that we can see the zoom angle of this bottle and add the position keyframe and go to the around 2 seconds, decrease or increase the Z position so that we can create zoom out effect. You can select this environment light and press R. You can adjust the lighting direction as your requirement. And I feel this is perfect. And if you want to change your level position, right now it's showing the back side of the level. So select your bottle, press R and rotate this Y rotation. So this will show your front side of the level. Okay. So I want to show my back side level. So I will keep it as it is. Now select this scene 2 again, control to duplicate and open this scene 3. Now select this rotation null object and make this Z rotation 0 degree. And select this bottle controller, press U to see all of these keyframes and we have to make this size smaller, so decrease the Z position and delete all of these keyframes. And I think we don't need this rotational object, so delete this rotational object as well. So now we will create the podium and select the rectangle tool and draw the rectangle and change the fill to the solid color. And color I'm going to use the white and make this layer 3D and name this podium and expand the geometry options and select this bevel style and make this convex and bevel depth I'm going to make this 5 and press R, rotate the Y rotation and rotate the X rotation. So make this X rotation value 90 degree and expand this again, geometry options, and expand this extrusion depth. Okay, and move it under this bottle and expand this material options, and you can increase the sinus value. So I will keep it around 35%. Now go to the top view, and so right now bottle is here and we have to move this bottle on this podium. So select this bottle control node object, press P and move this G position. So now it's on this podium. So go back to the active camera. So place this onto this podium. We need to see the shadow, but shadow is not coming here. So select this environment light, press R and rotate this X rotation and adjust the lighting as you need. Just go to the render options and click on this fit to scene multiple times. Then you will see the shadow. Okay, so shadow is appear now. Now right click, new, add the camera, and I'm using this 35mm camera and hit OK. Now right click, new, add this null object and name this camera controller. And make this camera controller 3D and select this camera, make parent to this camera controller. Now select this camera controller, press R and rotate this Y rotation and X rotation as well. So we have to show the top view of this. So I'm going to make this like something like this. I think this is fine, but this is not looking good. This is inside the podium. So select this portal controller and move it a little up. Yes, this is good. Now go to the beginning, add all of this XYZ rotation keyframes and press P, add the position keyframe as well. So I want little zoom in, increase or decrease the G position value. I think this is fine, and go around 2 seconds and press U to see all of these keyframes. And let's move it to the right side. So rotate the Y rotation, I think, or X rotation little bit, and position as well. Let's move it little left side. Yes, this is fine, and you can play with all of this position and XYZ rotations. Yes, I think this is perfect. So this is the animation of this bottle, right? But if you want to see your label in the front, so select this bottle, press R and rotate the Y rotation. And this time I want to show this. And right side you can type your any text you want. So I'm going to add this like here and go to the effect and pressure panel, and I'm going to apply the drop shadow and increase the sharpness value, and it will appear after the 1.5 seconds. Now go project panel, create any composition and name this final, and size will be same 9020 by 1080 and duration 10 seconds and hit OK. Now we have to import all of these 3 scenes into the final composition. So scene 1 will come first, then scene 2, and after that scene 3. So let's see the scene 1 duration. It will come at the 4 seconds. So go at the 4 seconds and select both of these, scene 2 and scene 3, and move it to the around 4 seconds, right? And second is scene 2. Okay, it's around 2 seconds scene, and go back to the again final. So it's ending here. So select this scene 3 and let's move it to the around 6 seconds here. Okay, you can make your ending anywhere you want. So I would like to make my ending of this entire final composition around 10.5 seconds here. So select this render area and let's move it around 10.5 seconds. So this animation is complete, guys. Let's make this fit to screen and play this final animation. I hope you like this tutorial. If you like it, then hit the thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Also, you can suggest me tutorial ideas in the comments. I'll try to create tutorials on your ideas. So meet you in the next video. Till then, take care and bye bye.